What you're seeing here is a brand new Deepal S7. And if you don't know what Deepal is, it's actually an electric sub-brand of Changan. So as a recap, the Deepal S7 was previewed last year during the Changan brand relaunch at Bonifacio Global City. And that's when they also announced plans to bring the electric crossover SUV in 2024. Unang-una, the car looks very futuristic. And in fact, yung kanyang aerodynamic shape has a drag coefficient of just 0.258, which is actually pretty close to a Tesla Model Y. That's of course thanks to the car's sleek looks, which are helped by a few details such as those flush door handles, and of course the coupe-like sloping roof. Also worth noting are those LED screens up front. Yes, those are screens which are actually able to display a few images and animations. The Deepal S7 was also built to be an EV from the ground up, though a plug-in hybrid version is available here in China. As a result, the pure EV version has a front trunk, which is of course complemented by an even bigger rear cargo area, though we don't have official numbers at the moment. What we're driving here, by the way, is the long-range model, which means you get these power outputs along with 620 kilometers of range. And then as for charging, the Deepal S7 accepts up to 11 kilowatts of AC, while DC fast charging rates are unknown at the moment. So guys, we're driving the Deepal S7 and here with me is Tancheng?
Yeah.
I got it. I got that pronunciation right. So this is one of their new electric vehicles, one of their new electric crossover SUVs, and as you've seen a while ago, the exterior looks very futuristic and here the interior looks even nice. Very premium materials all around the interior, suede and leather surfaces all around the cabin. Very nice interior and a lot of tech actually. You have this screen that will adjust to you when you sit down in the driver's seat. Very cool actually. The Chinese are really doing so well in terms of technology, especially with electric cars. So now we're gonna drive the car around the test track of Changan here and we can go straight?
Yeah.
So first impressions with this Deepal S7 is that the car handles really well in terms of steering. I like the steering wheel. It's very responsive with your inputs. It feels very direct, surprisingly actually, and the body roll is well controlled actually when you go through twisties. And the car feels like a bank vault in terms of refinement. The car feels very rigid, it's very rock solid, and it's very quiet. It's dealing with road and wind noise really well. Again, first impressions drive, we're keen to find out how this car would perform on a much longer route, but so far the Deepal S7's really comfortable, yet with a degree of fun behind the wheel when you're taking this car. So I'm gonna fling it to this corner here. And that performed really well to the bend. Oh, that's already 100. That's really good. And even at that speed, guys, the car is very quiet. You don't feel the speed that much. And again, with electric cars, the torque is delivered very instantly. And basically, this car feels very cohesively engineered. It's basically what the Chinese are very good at doing right now. They're making excellent electric cars, and this Deepal S7 is no exception. It's well engineered. I love how intuitive the car felt in terms of technology. More so with the drive, because one thing that I'm liking about this car is that it's a very refined experience. So the steering, the handling behavior, the comfort behavior is really nice. It's a pleasant car to drive, and I can't wait to drive this car, hopefully, if it does arrive in the Philippines. Converted to peso, the Deepal S7 costs around 1.3 to 1.9 million pesos here in the Chinese market. Even if you take into account taxes and importation costs, this Tesla Model Y rivaling electric crossover SUV will still undercut most of its mainstream competition. The question now is, will you be interested in the Deepal S7 if it does arrive in the Philippine market?